Hello SDI students, my name is Scott Parr. I'm your instructor for this course, FTH 212 Striker Fire Pistol course, and this is part of your Handgun Specialist program. Do you have to do this assignment as a video? Yes, you do. All the weekly assignments have to be submitted as videos, and you have to satisfy the video requirements, the first of those being the integrity requirement. Make sure at the beginning of your video you state your name, the course, and the title of your project, pretty much like I did here. And the title of your project this week is going to be your Week 1 assignment. So what is the Week 1 assignment? It's going to be based around a firearm that you have legal access to. Now, you may or may not yet have the build kit that SDI is sending you of a Striker Fire pistol. So it's going to be another firearm. Does it have to be a pistol? No. It can be any firearm that you have legal access to. Make sure you tell me what the make and the model is. For instance, don't just tell me it's an AR-15. I have an AR, it's a Colt 6920. That would be the make and the model. And that's going to be very helpful for me as I'm evaluating your assignment, that I know exactly which firearm that you're talking about. So this does not have to be on camera with you. You can satisfy this first week's video without having the actual firearm in the video. But if you want to, you can have the firearm with you on camera. If you do that though, you're going to have to satisfy all the safety protocols. Make sure to review Rick Kastner's illustration of shop safety. You're going to have to clear the firearm the way that he demonstrated it. Make sure that there is no ammunition anywhere inside of your work area. Make sure to clear the firearm. You remove any external magazines. You open the action. You look into the chamber. You feel the chamber. You make sure that the chamber is clear. Make sure that the magazine well or internal magazine is also clear of ammunition. And if you set the firearm down, you get separated from it, and you pick it back up, you have to do that again. And I'm going to do a separate video on clearing firearms and firearm safety, but this can't be stressed too much. Anyway, I'm not going to go over all of the parts of the assignment, the different components, what you think would be difficult to disassemble, finesse, and all these parts. You can read that for yourself and address all of those parts, and you're going to want to get that done within 6 minutes. That's the time limit for your video this week, and there are going to be substantial deductions if you go over. So there's a number of ways to stay on time. Plan what you're going to say, try to be organized with what you're doing on camera. You can stop the camera, you can pause it, you can do some editing, cut out dead spots, you can speed up certain areas. So there's a number of ways to do this, but you do want to stay within the time limits. Again, this week it is 6 minutes. Now, if you use any source material, whether it's on the internet or hardcover sources, you need to cite them. Now, this is a video, so you're not going to do it in written form like you ordinarily would with the written paper. So you're going to do this verbally. So please give me enough information so I can find your article. I want to actually see what it is that you read, that you got your information from. So as much as you can give me, the author's name, the publication date, the name of the article, the name of the website, the publisher. The more that you can give me, the easier it's going to be for me to follow up and find that information. And also, if you're using multiple sources, when you're referring to information from a source, please give me a heads up which source you're using so I don't have to look around and guess. So according to Sweeney, in Petzl's article, or in The Life of a Shotgun by so-and-so, if you give me that verbal citation referring to which source you're using, again, very helpful. I would appreciate that a lot. That takes care of the assignment tips for this week. Now, next week, you're going to have to build your Glock pattern pistol kit that was sent to you. Now, this is broken all the way down, even the sub-assemblies. Now, I was a Glock armor for many years, and I put a lot of Glocks together, but I've never had to deal with sub-assemblies before, so it's a little bit of a challenge, so don't try to just do this Sunday night and think you're going to throw this pistol together. You're going to want to take your time, so I would recommend starting early, take your time, use finesse, as Rick Kastner would say. So anyway, that's it. That's my tips for this week. If you ever have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. You can call, text, send me a Canvas message, smoke signals, however, get a hold of me. If you have questions, that is what I'm here for.